Sorry. Kia ora koutou and welcome to the 5th-6th playoff of New Zealand Mixed Ultimate Championships Division 2 2022. Playing for 5th place we have Gangrene from Wellington and Tough Cookies from Auckland. Tough Cookies will be pulling. My name is Amelia Metz and I'm here with Beck Soper. We'll be giving you live updates from the field.
Hello to all our viewers. Here for this very exciting game. Just after lunch, the wind has picked up a little bit more and the sun is beaming down. It's really hot out here. I don't think anyone quite expected this weather with the forecast going into the tournament. But everyone's making the best of it and we'll see how it pans out for these teams.
Exactly. We've heard from Gangrene that they think the wind has worked in their advantage, having a bit of experience playing it, being based in Wellington. So we'll see if that's true for this game.
They'll have some tough competition from Tough Cookies, who have been punching above their weight by the sounds of things. They've had 2 trainings total, and this today is the first time that they've had their entire team together in one place. They've come through their pool games with 2 universe point wins, so they're good under pressure, and we'll see how good in this game here.
Exactly, so they're coming up against Gangrene. Gangrene's had a bit of a mixed bag today, losing on Universe to Donut, but winning their last game against Fusion. Both teams on the line now. Hand up from Gangrene.
Ethan Taylor with the pull, and he sends it. That's beautiful into the wind. That's a lot of distance. Lynch with the grab, moves it to Austin Clark. Back to Lynch. Looking downfield. That's Smith, Brendan Smith.
Gangrene looking like they're playing a horizontal stack, giving themselves space if they want to put it deep.
Beautiful, what a grab. That's actually Austin's wife right there, Gabby. Looking down,
resets into Lynch.
Oh, some pick called maybe.
So for those unfamiliar, a pick is when the defender is stopped from following their player due to another person on the field. Player is stopped, the defense is allowed to catch up before the disc is tapped back in.
Humphreys on Clark is actually probably a key matchup that we're going to see a lot of contention. And
it goes up.
Oh,
there's a layout bid from 73.
That's Sam McKibbett, I think.
Yep.
Yes, oh my gosh. What an absolute champion. That's a difficult layout to make successfully with the disc zooming downfield. The wind is going on your screen from left to right, and there is a bit of it's sort of a bit of a diagonal. So the corner furthest away from you on screen on your right is what I would refer to as the death corner.
Oh, disc just goes to ground.
Tips it just in front of a defender. Lynch picks up the disc, fakes and swings.
Nice break throw.
Smith has it. Looking downfield still.
Threads it through the
Breaks
needle to Clark.
Oh, goes for a honey pass and hits just over the top.
Gangrene definitely looking comfortable moving it across the field and having those swing options. Luke Humphreys with the disc now. Got Cookies in a vertical stack.
Taylor moves quickly to get the break swing. Oh, he wants to send it. Looking downfield.
2 Cookies players in the deep space.
It's a bit junky on the Gangrene side. They're doing what looks like a little bit of a lady bracket. Oh, Clark comes in with a huge intercept.
Ooh.
Moves it a little bit too quickly to Arnie, just out of the hands. Taylor moves it high side.
That's Rain Santolin with the disc, I think.
Looking for the downfield. Gesturing.
She's
trying to get some movement.
It.
Big
there
swing
goes
across.
The swing.
Clark's going to
too
bet on
high.
that. Humphreys.
Calling a foul on that.
Yep. both of them having a bit of a discussion from the ground. Humphries is up, so it doesn't look like any injuries. Here comes... Yeah.
Good hand signals from both players.
Yeah.
Letting us know on the sideline what's going on.
Giving us a little bit of a reenactment, which is always good.
There's the
Ethan
replay.
Taylor is putting a hand up to say he's got a perspective. Taylor now being invited to give his perspective, and that is what happens in discussions like this. Typically it's left to the two players to provide their perspectives and sort it out, but they are allowed to invite anyone nearby to give a perspective, and often it is the fair thing to do if you're unsure.
Foul has been contested.
And sometimes...
things.
Oh.
No.
Oh. Contested, there we go, yeah. And sometimes that can be the fair thing to do when you're not quite sure. Essentially, it's like a replay in other sports like squash, where not quite sure what the outcome should have been. We go back to the last uncontested place that the disc was held and go from there.
I think we were seeing Arnie saying that the disc will be coming in on stall 6. Not a lot of time for Rain to get it to someone and reset that stall count. Players are now returning to where they were on field when the foul occurred.
Here we go. And Cookies swings it to Taylor. Looking downfield, beautiful pass.
Nice cut by number 81.
Looking back to Taylor. High side, oh, but he fakes them off.
This is nice movement by Cookies. They got really capitalizing on those unders. Ethan Taylor resets at the line. Good
feet
hands.
In. Oh, feet out, just out of bounds. That was a very pressured handler movement right there. Gangrene putting on a lot of hard defense. That's Smith with the disc. Lynch is set up in, McKevitt down the middle. Oh, again, yes, good juggle, mate.
Finds
Looking for Lynch, yep. Looking downfield. Is that Cardi Squires? Oh, and sends a beautiful one to McKevitt.
There we go, point to Gangrene.
So not a clean first point, but a point nonetheless.
Both teams obviously working hard, putting pressure on. We saw lots of turns in that first point.
This game is going to shape up to be a spicy one, I think. With the amount of defense and hard work that people are putting in, turnovers are going to be likely. And it'll be the first female matchup point when we come in off this next pool.
Here we go. Both teams just walking to the line, taking their time, figuring out what's going on, feeling those conditions.
Beautiful on the replay. That's just some smooth offense right there from Gangrene.
Yeah, great timing of the up the line cut, going right into space for Steph Lynch to throw to. Defender trailing all the way behind.
I'm sure they would have liked to put it away a little bit earlier, but I mean, it might be a few nerves from it being the first point, but also Cookie's putting on some very tough defense.
And here we go, Becca Lynch with the pull. Goes up, it's going to roll.
And that looks like it's heading just out the sideline. Number 31 out of Cookies. Lee. Oh, right into the... that was a scary pass to Tierney.
Mallory Tierney.
16 with the disc.
He sends it
Oh, he
deep.
sends a big one. Oh.
Who's underneath it?
Humphries gets it. That's a safe. That's some safe hands. Tierney's looking again. She's going straight into the zone.
Finds.
Oh, and it's a point. 31.
Clean offense by Cookies. 31, Dylan Lee.
Beautiful stuff. Great read from Mr. Humphries. He's no stranger to wind, to be honest. Originally coming from Wellington. That's where he started out at the down there at Wellington Victoria University. So for him, I'm sure these conditions will be nothing unusual.
Yeah. Yeah, he just reads it quite well. The disc just goes over the top of Mark Beetham, who can't quite get the height needed to tip it.
I think Dylan Lee was a little bit surprised to find himself in that situation. He caught it and was looking for his next receiver until someone called him in. Good from him. Always play like the end zone's a little bit further away. All right.
It's our second female matchup point. Can we see who's got the pull from Cookies? Looking for a number.
Taylor's doing some last-minute tips for their defense point.
We've got a hand up from Gangrene. They're ready to go.
Taylor, in the earlier part of his season, like usual, he actually coaches. Oh, that's nice. Is it coming back in? Just beautiful. Who is that, number
Sarah
8?
Chow.
Fantastic.
With the pull, I think, number 6.
Cardi Squires moves it down to Van Bergen, moves it central to
Finds
Lynch.
Lynch.
She's looking.
Lucy Ashford's gone.
Centres it
She's
again.
deep. Not coming.
Back to Van Bergen. Looking downfield. Halliday making a good cut, but getting cut off by someone else. A big swing. Oh, Doyle's got it, despite ferocious pressure from the defense. She's looking downfield. That's a beautiful Cardi Squires cut. Who's he looking for? Oh, thought about the inside, then said no.
Emu going up line. That's
Clearing
a good
for
reset.
Van Bergen. Van Bergen's got some zone eyes. He's looking. Moves it to Cardi Squires. Oh, what a spin move!
Not in yet.
Oh,
over the
just
top
over the top.
to Becca Lynch.
Delightful take.
That was nice patience outside the zone, actually. Just resetting a couple of times until they could find it a way in.
Let's take a look at this.
And good handler movement by Van
watch
Bergen.
this again. See that immediate turn and pass from Cardi Squires. Such interesting movement, and he just sneaks away. You think all his momentum's going in one direction, and then he just completely reverses the flow of play, and I think it did catch some of those cookies unaware.
So graceful, really, pivoting around that way.
It did look very smooth, very, very smooth. Must be practiced. It's a male matchup point. Austin Clark with a pull.
He will be pulling slightly upwind.
There is quite a bit of wind out here, actually.
It's a
He's
good
keeping it
pull.
low.
Good distance. Oh, rolling back a little.
That's Dylan Lee again. Looking middle. Oh, Austin, you could have had a sniff at that. Oh, I feel like some cleats just touched other cleats there, but everyone's fine. Moving on. That's Priscilla Yu. Oh, Austin Clark with a good bid.
Safe in the hands of Dylan Lee, though. Not this
downfield.
time.
What a grab from Dylan Lee.
Big fakes from 91. Moving the defense.
Oh, just out of the hands. That
Just
was
a little too far for Bia Gorez to reel in.
That was some fantastic movement, though. They've got all the... Oh! Some mild heart palpitations from that throw, right into the middle of two defenders, but
There we
Clark reels
go.
it in regardless.
Darren Halliday threads it through.
That's to Stale. Clark's looking deep. He
It's
sends
deep.
it.
It's low,
Oh,
though.
yes.
Good D by...
Tierney.
Yeah. Good awareness to turn around. Get a hand to that.
Fantastic work from Cookies. Great spatial awareness. Dylan Lee to pick up the disc with Clark on defense. 91 straight out the stake with a great cut. Oh, sheesh!
What a bid!
No call made. Sam McKivitt with great spatial awareness, choosing to peel off and take someone else's defender. And inside,
There's the throw.
Oh, almost
Very
gets it through to
smooth.
Gabby. She's directing traffic, telling people to clear.
This is nice.
Hammers it.
Oh, Hammer gets
but
pushed down. There's a pick called
call.
based on the hand signals.
Yeah, looks like it. I think he was attempting to chase Clark through what looked like a bit of traffic right around Gabby.
So the disc is looking like it's going back to Gabby. That means that the call has affected the outcome of the throw. So it's going to return to where it was.
It could be that Lee and Clark sort of created a bit of traffic, which meant that number 91 guy in lane couldn't quite keep up with the person he was playing defense on. Just given that there was a bit of room in there. Here we go, and it's in. She's looking downfield. Oh, sends it through the middle. Van Bergen picks it up. He's the sneaky man, is Van Bergen.
Hard to mark. Good patience by Gabby just outside the zone. Just waiting, really, to get an option that she's comfortable with, not rushing it.
And that's the first up one of the game, I believe.
I think you could be right. Look at that D, though. That bid by Sam McKevitt. And here's the point.
Hammer over the top. And that's where the pick got called. Oh, what a beautiful inside put. We love that. Who doesn't love a cheeky inside out?
Ideal, especially in windy conditions. IO can sometimes help fight against the wind, getting a bite on the disc. Austin Clark with the pull.
Big send. Is that going to stay in, though? Oh, just drifting. Oh, caught by Cookies. Could have let it go out and taken the brick, but decides no.
Yeah, Sean Johnson wanted that fast movement. We're seeing a Gangrene zone.
Interesting.
Looks like a cup.
Oh,
what a
McKibbin
D.
says no. McKibbin,
Great.
an absolute powerhouse on D. Lynch to pick up, looking downfield.
Nice break. Threads it through. That's Mikey Stewart on the side.
Clark is moving for, oh, this is some stagnant. Oh, through traffic, through two different Cookies players. Helena Terry wants it again. Oh, come on, give it to her.
Looking for a reset.
Says no.
Strings across the front of the end
Clark
zone.
looking downfield, not a lot's happening. Swings to Lynch. Looking downfield again. Oh! Oh, sneaks! How are they sneaking these passes through? There's millimeters! Terry takes it.
Beautiful.
Well deserved.
Oh, that's a cute celebration. Little hip bump.
Terry and Lynch set up to play together once more in the women's season when I think they're both playing for Nexus, the Wellington women's team. Well, one of the Wellington women's teams.
And a timeout has been called by Gangrene, possibly. Both teams now getting a minute to reflect on the first few points of the game.
How did Austin Clark sneak that through there? Oh!
I think Gangrene really showing that they can throw in this wind. They can find those holes.
Not only that, they're quite happy with the level of risk that they're level of risk here. Those passes within hand spans, centimeters even sometimes of defenders' hands. It's a little bit. It's nervous to watch, but also lots of fun. And they seem very confident in their movement and those passes. You can
definitely trusting their receivers to be there, get there, and to really expect the disc to be anywhere on the field when it comes.
Absolutely. This may be the difference in the number of trainings sometimes that both of these teams have played together. As we heard earlier in the stream, Cookies have only had a few trainings together and this is the first time their entire team has been in one place. Whereas Gangrene, however, a little bit different setup. They have regular team scrimmages down in Wellington and have been playing in the local Wednesday A-grade league. So they're a little bit, I think, more used to each other, and some of that synergy is definitely showing on field.
Here we go. Cookies now. They had a big cheer before, trying to raise their intensity levels. They're going to need that if they're going to keep up with Gangrene.
And in turn, if Gangrene wants to have any pressure bounce off them, they're going to need to stay calm, stay steady, and just cruise through it. Female matchup point, and it looks like it will be Steph Lynch with the pull. If we say Lynch a lot during these games, it is because there are actually two Lynch sisters on field. Always fun to make it a family affair. There is Steph Lynch and Becca Lynch. Steph with the hand up. Here we go. Gorgeous pull.
Beautiful pull.
That's going to roll a little bit. Beautiful sit.
Here comes Gangrene. Van Bergen almost looking like he was baiting that throw to Dylan.
Oh, that's a beautiful.
It goes up.
Is that going to stay in? Oh, that's quite unlike. That was nice movement. Great cut on the far side of the field to get free.
It's a good look from Priscilla while she was in power position, trying to get the disc down the field.
A little bit more inside out might have helped hold that disc, but it's hard to gauge in this wind how much you'll need, because if you catch just the wrong edge, it'll also send it right out. Smith coming in with the disc. Lynch and Horner setting up for his buddy handlers. Looks like a zone.
Through the middle.
Lynch. Nice. There's quite a lot of traffic quite close to the disc. Beautiful.
Through the middle again. Gangrene finding holes everywhere.
Lynch looking. Moves it to Horner.
Nice patient handling now.
Moves
Just
it back
going
to Lynch.
back and forth.
Smith. And down to Van Bergen. Oh, he lets it sit between his hands for a little bit.
Priscilla wanted that block.
Oh, she
didn't
did.
quite get it.
There's a lot of pressure on from the cookies. But Lynch and her handler buddies showing that zones are quite comfortable for Wellington to deal with typically. It is some of their bread and butter. Back to Horner. Back to Smith.
They're just tiring the zone out at this point, waiting for the right option to show itself.
Looking downfield. Oh, it does. No look past to Horner, who catches it without issue.
Through the middle.
Leader looking downfield. Oh, right into his legs with a great layout defensive bid. Can't quite see from here who that was, but could have been Chow.
Ethan Taylor picking up. We know he likes to put it long.
We know he does.
Chosen just to give it a small one to Dylan Lee, who gives it to Sean.
Straight back to Dylan Lee, moving it downfield back to Taylor. They're a handler.
Here he goes. There's the big look.
Oh,
not quite coming in though.
We'll see where that came in. People on the sideline are giving their perspective and saying it came in a little bit to the right of the scoreboard.
Didn't quite have the height on it either.
Smith bringing it in.
Cookie setting up in that zoney look again.
Oh, just over the top of Horner. Cookies have a chance here if they want to capitalise. By taking their time to set up.
Sean Johnson picking up.
Taylor's ready, waiting in the wings. So's Lee.
He's got Dylan Lee behind him. Going backwards, but that's okay because they've reset the stall.
No,
it's too
again.
high.
Oh, he manages
Johnson's
to juggle
there though.
The wind is playing some havoc with some of these swing passes.
Nice
Beautiful pass.
gaining pass.
That's Chow. Looking downfield. Nice swing. Beautiful grab. Oh, surely. Van Bergen. Sneaking over. Oh! Gabby says no. Beautiful poach off. Oh my gosh, they want to run away with it.
They wanting to get movement before that zone has time to set up.
Fair call. Van Bergen with the disc, looking for Horner. Looking for the high side, but no one's there. Van Bergen again. Horner's up to Lynch. Looking downfield. Back to Horner, back to Lynch. Playing a bit of ping pong here. Oh! That was a good bit, I like that. Cookies are calling out by the looks of it. Looks like they have asked for a sideline perspective from Gangrene, and Gangrene is also signaling out.
Good spirit there.
Maybe still a little bit of discussion. We'll see what happens. Horner is walking over. I think he's one of the captains, or at least a senior player on the team, if nothing else. So just walking in to give his perspective as well, probably.
I'm loving reading the back of the Cookies shirts just on the sideline in front of me. Keep an eye out for the Cookies puns.
All picked their own kinds of cookies that they think that they're like. We've got brownies, we've got
Squiggles.
low carb. Cookie pie, that's a good one.
Shortbread.
I saw biscotti somewhere and I was like, oh, that could be a bit of me.
Signalling that there has been a turnover.
Yeah. Delightful hand signals from Cookies. We love to see it. Looks like Lee's going to go pick up. Cookies downfield are moving.
He's got Sean Johnson back with him.
Early cut from Priscilla Yu. Could have been
And
a
here
winner.
it goes. It's up.
Oh, but it's not coming back in.
Yeah.
I think both teams are struggling a little bit with that low side.
There is a bit of a crosswind, maybe more so than the teams have expected.
Yeah. It is a bit of a diagonal. It's going from the bottom left of your screen to the top right. Making that sort of far sideline difficult to get off, and even more so when you're further down the field to the right.
Horner with the disc.
I think that's Smith.
Smith, my bad.
Yeah, but he's looking for Horner. Oh, can't get there. Sneaks it through to Gabby. Gabby puts it quickly into the hands of Lynch, who just wasn't quite expecting it that quick. Comes off the tips. Oh, we're looking downfield. That's a beautiful cut from number 12.
Number 12 in tons of space. Oh, and there's been a turn. I think that was Van Bergen with the block.
Van Bergen's a very agile player. He's quite quick. People often don't quite expect to see him where he ends up being. Lynch looking downfield.
Nice take by Gabby Staler.
Going up. Oh! Between two defenders to Lynch. Looking for... I think Horner thought she was out. They're looking at the wrong lines. Moves it to Van Bergen, who sneaks in and immediately throws it to... Oh!
Just a little too far.
I think in some ways, some of Gangrene's quick movements biting them a little bit. It could be the second game of day 2, tired legs letting them down, but it didn't look like Gabby was quite ready for that one.
Looked like it was a little low as well, not really floating or giving her time to get there.
Given how much space she had, he probably could have holstered for a second. Oh, Van Bergen with the layout, misses it.
Taylor gets it.
Nice take from Taylor, moves it to Dylan Lee, who also grabs it. Oh, it sets
Dylan
it immediately.
Lee
I think this will be a conservation of greatness.
Possibly. Is that Humphreys going for the
Humphreys
greatest?
wants it anyway.
No.
Humphreys sends it back to where it went out. Unfortunately, there is a term in Ultimate Frisbee called conservation of greatness, which we call it when someone does something demonstrably amazing, but then immediately afterwards does something slightly less than amazing.
Probably just a bit rushed getting up, didn't have quite time to set up, feel the wind and get that throw off.
I think both teams are trying to capitalize when they can on these opportunities that they have.
Oh, Priscilla close to that one.
But they're not quite taking the amount of time and care that they do need to in terms of execution for it to come off smoothly. That's a beautiful thread from Smith. Moves to Lynch.
Cookie's zone, scrambling to get back. It's
Lee
a bit of an arrowhead. They're letting swings go between the handlers, trying to stop those passes through the middle. Not stopping Gangrene, though.
Lynch.
Sneaks it up the sideline.
Relaxing. She's directing traffic. Some very emphatic gestures here. Moves it back to Horner, who swings it to Smith. Often that can be the good thing to do once a corner is overloaded with players to make the decision.
Here we
early.
go.
Oh,
Straight
just in front of leader.
See Gangrene are very comfortable working around his zone.
Injury called. Is that Lee coming off? That might hurt the Cookies O-line. He's been instrumental so far, doing a lot of work, but we've got Lang coming on to replace him. And the disc is in. He's walking it up to the line. Front line of the zone. Oh, sends it to 32.
Priscilla Yu. She's looking for a reset. Van Bergen doing hard work.
Taylor somehow still grabs that.
It's
an absolute monster. What an immediate send. That was fantastic. To think only seconds ago Guy on Lang had been in the handler line somewhere. Ethan Taylor comes out with an insane grab and suddenly out of nowhere Lang is in the zone.
Fantastic. And this is a good point for Cookies to win. It's been a long point. There's been turns. Both teams having to push really hard to stay in it. So for Cookies to come out on top, that's going to give them the energy they need to keep fighting. And you really can't underestimate how important that kind of mental focus, mental energy is in a game like this when you're already tired, when it's hot, when it's windy, and every pass needs your full attention.
I believe it is a female matchup point. It sounds like Cookies are asking for handlers.
Humphreys with the disc, but he needs to pass it on for the pull.
Given the Gina match, I don't think that's Humphreys. Wrong hat.
Wrong hat.
Wrong
oh,
hat.
my bad.
Luke
Can't see
Humphreys
the
has an
numbers from
excellent
here.
hat on. Can't see it either, but it does look like he is going to pull, which is in violation of the rules.
Will Gangrene notice?
We'll find out. I think Becca Lynch has already noticed. She's signalling violation. Fantastic work from B. Lynch.
There we go. It was a nice pull from number 15, Eugene Lowe. Good practice, maybe for next time.
Yeah. And we'll see who on Cookies wants to take the pull. Oh, there we go. Here we go, sending it. Nice, and that's gonna roll.
Good roll, yep.
Rolling a little bit the wrong way as well.
There's zones there. That's giving them time to set up. Got that arrowhead over the top.
Oh, just over the top of Sam McKivitt. That was some beautiful vision, but just unfortunate execution.
Here we go, Low to pick up.
Oh no! Oh, they I don't know. They're like a bit of hot potato with the pickup. Looking downfield. That's nice. Into Tierney's hands. Who's she looking for? Oh, beautiful. Grizz. Oh, and another continuation downfield. That was a beautiful lady string. They had a lot of momentum.
Zips past the hands of Ruby Jang.
That low side is playing havoc with a lot of people's throws. Moving it high side to Lynch.
They've adapted quickly. They're back in that arrowhead formation for the zone. Gangrene playing with only
Lynch
2 handlers back. Finds Doyle.
I think they'd set up that little that little string between those handlers. All 3 of those players experienced in the handler space. McKivitt looking. Sends it down the sideline to Terry. Manages to keep it in. Doyle looking cross field.
Fakes the scuba.
Oh.
You know she'd throw it too.
You know she would. Cardi Squires with the disc over the top. Oh, just in front of Terry's hands.
Yeah, disc coming down with a bit of an edge, dropping quite quickly.
It is a bit more of that the downwind unexpectedness, where the wind does push the disc down, especially depending on what edge you've got. Low with the disc, I believe, coming in for Cookies.
Cookies in a vertical stack.
Great cut from Grizz. Marked out by Lynch.
Tierney gets it.
Beautiful. Between 2 defenders. Very nice work. Looking downfield. Now engaging her handler. Moves it to Low. Oh! Just out of his hands with a little backwards roll. I don't think that's how you should roll your cookie dough, but Doyle looks for it. Oh, how? Oh, Cookies had such a big piece of that.
Sees her player, trusts the receiver, sends it in.
And that's Tara Beetham, I believe. Beautiful take under a lot of pressure.
Ahead now by 5-2.
Clark with the pull at the moment. This must be the first male matchup point for this little set. Cardi Squire's asking for the pull off Clark. What's going on over here? And he trades it.
Cookie's getting some advice on the line from Taylor.
He does coach university level ultimate as well, so he's probably got some hot tips to give away. Cookie's going in the downwind direction. Should be in their favour for scoring, but as we've seen so far today, Gangrene has been playing some excellent upwind ultimate. Cardi Squire sends it.
Good pull. It's going to roll.
Nice. Stopped pretty quickly. Great movement. Number 32, Priscilla Ute. Moves it.
Back to Johnson.
Oh, that's a nice.
Good gaining pass.
Huge.
Good cut by Rain Santalin.
Looking for a handler. Oh, he sneaks back.
Johnson.
Breaking ankles.
Break throw to Priscilla Yu.
Looking downfield.
She sends it.
Who's that?
It's sitting high.
Ethan Taylor wants it. Oh, but ends up in the hands of what looks like Cardi Squires. He's getting a hug from behind from Dylan Yu.
Yeah.
Oh, from low. Nope.
Bit
wrong.
of a discussion about what happened.
Yep.
A wonderful. See it on the replay here. Almost looks like
That's
it's
a
the
big
two
sandwich.
Gangrene players knocking shoulders. Austin
is.
Clark and Cardi Squires.
What are those ice cream? It's an ice cream sandwich where you get 2 cookies and some ice cream. Yeah.
Except the cookies were in the middle of this one.
It's not the kind of cookie sandwich that anyone wants. We prefer our
Look
sandwiches
at that
off
again.
field.
All 3 of them collide, but I think it's definitely more contact between the 2 Gangrene players.
And a little hug between Cardi Squires and Lai, just off to the side afterwards to steady each other. We prefer our sandwiches in the lunch break, honestly, and hopefully this call, given that it's been 30 seconds, hopefully the call will resolve soon and we can move on with play.
It was good vision by Priscilla. Her throw probably just sat a little too high, probably floating there longer than she would have liked, and that's what's given the defense time to get underneath it. Looks like we're seeing a hand signal for retraction. There's not going to be a call.
And the disc is coming in with Cardi Squires, who snagged that out of the air. Moves to Clark, moves to Beetham, just past the fingertips of a Cookies defender. Clark moving high side to Cardi Squires.
Threads it through.
Still looking, faking. Halliday's on the break side. Clark again. Halliday's lurking. Cardi Squires.
Just moving between the 2 in the middle.
Halliday's high side. Use her. Maybe they don't want to use it quite yet. There we go. Looking downfield. Back to Clark. She's maintaining width. Beetham.
Beautiful string of play there.
Looking downfield. Oh, big fakes. Back to Cardi Squires. Oh, send it. Oh, that's going to be a bit of
high.
flow. Halliday reads it beautifully and takes it without issue. Goes further high side to Stale. Oh, she's lost control of the disc for a second. Catches it between the knees.
Almost fakes too hard.
I think she did.
Sends it through the middle. Risky business, but Gangrene looking comfortable.
Cardi Squires, they're looking for another upward.
It's high.
Oh, beautiful take. Cookies with so close to a D on that one.
Mark Beetham bringing it down in the end zone.
Sean Johnson so close on the D. He just fingertips away. I feel like that's been the story so far a lot of this game. Defenders just fingertips away from discs.
Absolutely. Lots of pressure, particularly on those swings. Not working at the moment, but perhaps as the game goes on, if they can keep up that intensity and if Gangrene gets tired, it could go the other way. But for now, they're going to have to keep working hard to get those turns. And they're also going to need to think a little bit about their O, how they're going to get one into the zone.
Gangrene very well drilled in zone offense. Very well drilled in playing in windy conditions. At the moment, it's showing. But honestly, the amount of intensity that Cookies are putting on defense is exciting. And they're getting so close to these Ds. hopefully that's what we're going to keep seeing with a little bit more success in future.
Tough Cookies, if they're anything like their name, they'll keep fighting. Bit of discussion on both lines. Just figuring out what's going on.
Hands aren't up yet. No one has signaled. Oh, Clark has just signaled ready for Gangrene, and Cookies a hand up with Humphreys. Hopefully we see more of that Clark-Humphreys matchup. It's an exciting one to watch.
Beautiful pull. Right on the end zone line.
Moves it high side to Humphreys. A little bit of wobble in that throw, but he takes it without issue.
Swings low side.
Gangrene with his own again, as you can imagine. More low side movement. Oh, that fake through the middle looked convincing to me.
Looks like Van Bergen's playing a bit of an assassin, trying to take away the
sees
reset.
it! Oh,
Beautiful
that's
put!
Threads it through everywhere.
Oh, look
Takes
at
it
Clark
right in front of Clark.
racing down.
Those eyes. Oh. Looking. Oh, come on, he's right there. Oh, Humphreys is right there.
Sees Humphreys.
Oh my gosh, catches it under the elbow.
There we go.
Humphreys takes it.
Beautiful upwind from Cookies. That long put was amazing.
Sensational put.
And
sensational into the wind.
Good read by Ruby Jang, not getting too flustered despite the footsteps of Austin Clark getting close.
Absolutely putting the gas on to try and get down there for the D, but doesn't quite make it. She takes it without issue. And Cookies score an upwind. We love it. We're here for it. Humphreys still on the line, signaling First Lady's point.
Oh, big bid from Van Bergen on that that point. Not really near the disc, but we love to see it anyway.
I have a feeling like Humphreys maybe expected to get the disc a little bit earlier in that last little string, but nonetheless gets the score. And is happy to play another. This will be their last game for the tournament, so hopefully everyone is leaving it all out there. There's no need to keep any energy left in the tank, guys. Put it all into the game.
We've got a hand from Gangrene. Cookies just getting ready. That's the pull from Priscilla Yu.
That's a lot of loft. Just over halfway.
Giving her team time to get down there and set that zone.
Priscilla Yu sets it despite doing the pull.
She is working so hard. We've seen her almost on those throws between the handlers. Here we go. Nice movement by Gangrene.
Zone seems to be trying to trap a little bit. Moves to Lynch. Oh, Lynch almost with the travel. Moves it back high side to Doyle. Doyle and Lynch very, very comfortable handling together. That's very much their speed. They've done it a lot. Very experienced together. Beautiful roll to Horner. Moves to Lynch.
Good movement by Lynch to turn that into a gaining pass.
Doyle lurking, huh? Oh, yeah, there we go. Looking downfield to Bergen. Oh! High release to Horner. Low side to Lynch. Looking downfield to Ashford.
Fires it through.
Humphreys with absolute gas on to try and get there. Doesn't quite make it. He's not happy with that outcome.
Ashford and Lynch celebrating.
They're very happy with that outcome. It was a fast disc. I think Steph has played against and I think maybe with Humphreys before, so she knows how much gas he's got in the tank. Knew that one had to be a bit of a bullet, and Ashford catches those bullets like a bulletproof vest.
And with that, it takes us to half time. Gangrene taking half with 7 points.
They've got a lot of non-playing sideline who are absolutely bringing the hype, bringing lots of energy for the team, and I think that's really helping buoy them up. Cookies looking a little bit dispirited comparatively, but given how much effort they've put in for defense on those just recently, likely feeling a little bit disheartened, but in terms of keeping up those energies levels, if they keep up that kind of defense for the next half, can't wait to see what happens next.
Exactly. They keep their heads in the game, then I think they've got a lot of fight left in them. Could make for a very exciting second half. as we heard from them, they've won on Universe before. They're used to tight games. They're used to coming back from behind. So
at least one of their pool games where they did win on Universe was they were originally down. So let's hope to see some fight still in the cookies.
Exactly. We'll be back to you in a few minutes after half time. Go. Welcome back to the second half of Gangrene against Tough Cookies. Gangrene pulling to Tough Cookies. Gangrene is ahead, 7-3.
Taylor moves it downfield to Tierney. Moves it back to Taylor. Taylor, an absolute key player on Cookies. Looking downfield, sends it beautifully into space.
That's 29, finding space in the middle of the field.
That's Ximin Lee doing work in the downfield.
Taylor looks long, it's not on.
Something is, oh, a little something, something.
Bit of a discussion about the pick.
Smith and Taylor having a chat. Ximin Lee giving her perspective. The game's been relatively free of picks so far, which is lovely to see. But sometimes particularly tired legs, tired brains can end up running into places that just accidentally goes through where there's a little bit too much defense. And accidentally picks can occur.
Still a bit of discussion, hand signals, hand gestures rather, just figuring out where everyone was, what's happening.
I would say that some of these discussions in this particular game have perhaps gone over the 30-second mark, which is what we expect from most discussions in Ultimate. But I think it's all been done with very fair-mindedness, a lot of fair-mindedness, and just trying to get the right outcome, which is what we always like to see. Oh, sends it just through the hands of Taylor.
Don't think she had a lot of time left on the stall, maybe rushing that throw in an effort not to get stalled out.
Playing defense now. Beetham running deep and losing his hat. Lynch moves it to Smith. Smith looking up field, swings it back to Lynch. Faking through the middle, moves it to Clark. Just a cheeky over the shoulder to Lynch.
Gets a couple of meters on the swing.
Oh,
it
just
goes
over
high.
the head. Oh, but Beetham comes in and cleans it. Originally meant for, I believe, Tara Beetham, and then Mark Beetham swoops in to pick up that disc.
Steph fakes the hammer, instead goes up the line.
Smith looking to Lynch, still looking, back to Smith. Going low side of the field now, Clark looking, moves it to Beetham. Oh, still calling for it in the end zone. Can't quite get it there. There's a lot of traffic between them and the end zone. You can see that Cookies zone really putting in a lot of
shot.
Taking a lot of space as soon as they get to a sideline.
Whoa, look at that
Oh,
bitch.
but she went down hard. That was
like
a lot of whiplash.
Might have. That's Priscilla Yu, I think.
Oh, I think that's Ximin Lee, number 29.
Number 29. No, you're right. Ximin Lee.
Oh. Looking for redemption after that earlier turnover. She's made a huge bid, but the amount of whiplash that looked like happened off that layout was,
standing up to walk off the field.
Good to see her teammates coming around her to help look after her and make sure that she's all right.
Someone bringing water. We'll see it again. A great dive, but just her head hitting either her arm or the ground. Priscilla Yu come on to replace her.
Turnover will stand. What an absolutely huge effort, but
At
never
what
like to
cost?
see a player go down like that.
No.
Taylor looking deep. He's got a free reset if he wants it.
He's got low back with him, unmarked.
Sends it though. Says
That's
absolutely
a fast
not.
disc.
A little bit too fast, but it does come back in over the end zone by the looks of it. Just to that back corner. Hard to tell from this angle actually, but it does look like the Cookies zone will be setting up right in the death corner.
We've seen Cookies putting in so much work on defense, and this could be their chance if they can keep that intensity and pressure on defense. A turn in this area of the field could mean an easier score, only having to work it a couple of meters into the end zone.
Lynch is picking up. Walking it to that front cone.
She's an experienced handler.
Recently been to the World Club Games with Blueberries, finding some pretty good success over there. I think they came 16th or 17th, somewhere in that bracket. Sends a scuba over the top, into the wind, unafraid. Oh, just off the fingertips of Tara Beetham.
This is what Cookies were hoping their zone was going to do, though. Force a mistake.
Taylor's picking up.
Breakthrow.
Early cuts happening downfield. Oh, beautiful!
And into the zone we go. 6-5. That is Sarah Chow to Mauli Tierney.
Beautiful movement. Chow also very experienced as a player, acting as a bit of a calming influence with the Cookies handler line. Making some stellar downfield cuts as well.
Nice work, recognizing that the disc has gone to the break side and continuing that momentum before Gangrene can put a force on and stop it.
Good movement from number 30 on Cookies as well, just clearing out of that space to make it free for his other players. That's Jackson Tan.
Cookies will be happy with that, coming out after half, scoring the first point after half. It was a long point, so hopefully that's given them a bit of energy to keep fighting. Sean Johnson with the pull. There's the hand from Gangrene. They're ready now.
Sends it. There's a lot of nose up on that disc. It's going to float for a very long time. Let's see if it stays in.
It's just coming out.
Oh,
no,
almost hit Van Bergen.
in.
Almost hit Van Bergen on the way down. Emma Doyle to pick up. But
that Cookie zone is really putting the pressure
puts
on.
It over the top. Cardi Squires manages to clean that up in amongst 4 defenders. Moving it to Halliday. Oh, snuck through. Foul called from number 27.
Rain Santolin.
I think essentially she's saying that she was occupying the space there, and to be able to catch it, Cardi Squires had to move through her or create too much contact for it to be legal. So we'll see what happens. It looks like it might be...
It's been returned to the thrower, so it looks like it's probably been contested.
Yeah. Essentially, if a player cannot catch a pass with...
Oh, that's a hand block.
Ooh,
91.
Beautiful.
He's been working so hard this game.
Uncontested foul here. I think he picked it up, ready to send it, and Van Bergen maybe just came through and took out his feet a little bit.
Look at that hand block, though, from Guyon Lang.
Huge, right in front of the hands. 17.
Threads it through.
Jenny Ling. Oh, and it's set. Oh, come on.
There we go.
Give that man a cookie. Guyon Lang doing hard work for the Cookies. Gets the hand block, gets the score.
That's what we call bookends, when you get the D and you get this point.
Doing the mahi, getting the treats.
Cookies 2 in a row, coming out strong after half-time.
Could be a bit of a momentum shift here. Ethan Taylor hooning onto the field. What a stance. Very excited, clearly, by that last play. Look at this pass. Oh, even though it's on the low side of the field, manages to keep it in bounds. Clark runs past, I believe, and signals a point. When you get beat like that, you can't help but just think, well, that's just good ultimate. Would have been very hard for him to get there.
A nice flow, really, going from Ling up the line.
I think Cookies are perhaps realising that, given that it is their last game, there is, in terms of going upwind, there is benefits to taking some risky throws upwind, including bigger ones, to try and lessen the number of total passes you have to make, and hope that some of your downfield receivers can take down some of those harder discs.
Exactly.
Gangrene zone has been pretty effective so far, so trying something different against it is just good adaptability.
Here we go, Sean Johnson.
Sends it. That's nice and big.
That's a huge pull.
What a pull. Into the end zone, into the hands of Horner. Looks high for Doyle. Moving middle to Cardi Squires, moving to Van Bergen. Cardi Squires again. Oh, sends it
Rips
through the
it
middle.
through.
I don't know if Stale was expecting that.
Doesn't matter, she caught it.
Beautiful grab. Doyle looking. Sends it middle again. Cardi Squires with the face.
Does look like Cookies are trying to trap on this sideline.
Lot of pressure.
But they're not quite able to keep Gangrene there.
Beautiful. Still doing a lot of work in the downfield for Gangrene. She's really a pivotal player behind that first line of defense on Cookie's zone. She's finding a lot of space. Moving it to Cardi Squires. They're saying go high side, and they do. Corner to Doyle. Doyle looking downfield. Oh, she wants to send it, but doesn't.
Manages to break
just on the ground in front of Gabby Stale.
It's good pressure by Cookies, keeping up that zone. Does look like that their kind of line trap might have been contributing
Thompson
to the
picking
disc
it up,
going to
looking
ground.
downfield. Centering it. Oh, come on,
It
sends
goes.
it. Oh, it's going to be out the back. It's a little bit too much juice, but Humphreys runs it down regardless just to show he can. He's a fast man. He's a very, very fast man. Gives it back to Van Bergen. They're going to be looking to try and put a lot of pressure on again here. Humphreys, I think, has been playing maybe the deep in their zone, has to jog himself all the way back down there, putting in a lot of work in this hot, hot weather.
Van Bergen gets it moving quickly.
Good fakes from Doyle. Looking unflustered with the disc. Unsurprisingly. She's an experienced handler, very unflappable.
Gangrene right on their sideline.
Ooh, they are doing the trap. Oh, come on, someone get in there.
Staler brings it down.
Big fakes. Faking the hammer into the wind. Ambitious. Oh, that's a nice take from Van Bergen. He's looking.
Humphreys noticing someone streaking deep, peels off.
Cardi Squires goes.
Finds Rory.
Oh, sends it to Van Bergen, who floats it to Doyle. Fakes off Van Bergen, given the amount of traffic in there. Smart
Good
choice.
control by Doyle, not rushing it.
0% flustered. Sends one right over the top to Van Bergen, and they score their upwind despite ferocious defensive pressure from Cookies.
Once again, just beautiful movement through the zone. You can clearly see they've been playing together. They know how to move. They know how to work together.
Humphreys with that grab. He really had to put the gas on to get there. Despite the fact that it was out the back. Decides to do it anyway.
Cookies now, they're going to have to work hard to keep up their focus and pressure. They are on offense, but they're going upwind. That's going to take some patience and some control of the disc.
I'd say it's getting a bit gustier than it has been earlier in the game. The tent's definitely taking a bit of a beating. Definitely getting a little bit more unpredictable, I would say, on field.
Yeah, getting closer to the conditions yesterday.
3 points in it, Cookies on offense. Let's see if they can make it 2 points in it.
Steph Lynch with the pull for Gangrene.
Still clarifying a few things at Gangrene's end by the looks of things. And a hand is up. Cookie's got a hand up as well. Let's see it. Sends it. That's beautiful. Is it going to stay in? Oh, just. Nice pull from Steph Lynch. Centers it.
Looks like Gangrene coming down in the zone. It's looking like
oh,
it cut
go again, go again. Oh, unlucky.
just a little high for Rain Sandilan.
So close to it, though. I think they're trying to put a little bit of extra love on the discs just because, you know, there's so much wind, but in this situation just didn't quite favour them. Mikey Stewart calling for it in the zone. He wants it. Leda sending it back to Smith, who takes a handy one-handed grab at knee height. Lynch on the low side, looking downfield. Smith. Moving it to Leda. Moving it to Mikey Stewart, who's come out of the zone. Oh, looking a little bit in the middle.
Almost looked at Helen and Terry for an overhead.
Oh, I was looking there too. Very tempting positioning from the Gangrene offense players. McKevitt throws to Lynch and goes. He's looking. Smith also unflappable. Very relaxed man with the disc. Looks like he's playing a casual bit of pickup whenever he's playing, despite the fact that his excellent results that he gets in competitive Frisbee. Always
Steph
looks
Lynch.
very casual. Oh, and just
Sneaks it in.
Speaking of casual. Beautiful spike as well. We love to see it. Just casually toes it in after doing a little scoot down the sideline. Never looks in a rush, but is never out of place. Mr. Brendan Smith.
Just snuck past the defense, really.
He does make it look very easy.
There it goes.
Don't we all wish that's how we could play?
He just
Watch
casually
this, just slides
sneaks
in.
into the corner. He's not even at full pace.
Sneaky man. Female matchup is called.
Becky Lynch to pull now. Cookies just getting their line on.
You can hear Gabby on the line giving some tips to her team. We're hearing shut it down at the front. Let's see if Gangrene can. Hand is up from Gangrene, just waiting on Cookies. And a hand is up from Cookies as well. Let's see it. Nice pull. That's going to go low side, I think. Oh, lovely. There we go. Looking downfield. Oh, just out of the hands of number 81.
Foul called.
Oh, no, not 81.
Signaling uncontested.
Big hand signals from Cookies. Always very helpful for us in the commentary box.
So we'll stay with Guy on Lang.
Down the line.
Finds
Just a little bit low.
that wind kind of pushing it down and also out the side. Can see Sheeman Lee has come back on the field. That's good to see after her huge bid just before. Hopefully she's okay.
Beetham looking downfield. Oh!
It's high.
Great read from Gabby.
Staler brings it down.
Sending it to, Tara Beetham just out of her hands. Is that Chow picking up? I think so. Looking for Lang downfield. Looking for Priscilla Yu. Oh! A lot of those discs going downwind are going fast and they're going low. The wind hasn't really let up. And I don't think some players have quite managed to stay adjusted.
Huge
But sends it. Oh, come on. Oh, what a take from
Austin
Clark.
Clark pulling it out the edge just above Sheeman Lee, sending it to Sam McKevitt.
He sends a massive spike that went into there. Arguably a little bit dangerous given the Cookies players walking away from the play, not quite looking at where that disc was coming down. But all done in the joy of scoring.
Exactly, and after a long point, you're going to want to celebrate. Look at this play. Clark just gets up above Sheeman Lee, sends it through.
Sheeman Lee with great positioning though, like seeing that disc going up and immediately just getting to where it's coming down. Height mismatches and gender mismatches are a little bit tough when you are trying to play defense and you're matched perhaps athletically and height-wise the wrong way around. Makes it tough, but puts in a great effort. Smart play from Lee. Despite Cookies' early little comeback after half, Gangrene is saying no thank you, we'd rather just finish this without that kind of drama, and are trying to put it away cleanly. We'll see if they can manage that in the next few points. Taylor has a hand up for Cookies, and it goes up. Cardi Squires with the pull.
Nice
Straight.
pull, good float.
Back in Taylor's hands. Looking relaxed, honestly. Tierney cuts into behind the cup. Ethan Taylor says no.
Threads it through to
Really running the play here. Asking for it back. Oh, he wants to send that. Yeah, he does.
good grab by Sam Penfold.
Oh, great through the middle as well. What a follow-up. Beautiful.
Sam Penfold working around the zone. He's in the cup.
Fake from Tierney got me as well, Sam Penfold. Don't worry about it. Tierney to Taylor.
Nice 1-2 through the cup, just trying to push them out of position
Penfold
a
hanging
little
out
bit.
on the high side. He
Ooh.
and a piece! A piece from Beetham.
Here we go. Van Bergen starting off the movement, gives it to Staler. Down
Beetham
the line.
again.
Finds
McKevitt looking down. Oh, that fake got me too. And Van Bergen sneaks in straight after Beetham's cut into the space he's created and scores.
very nice play by Gangrene. They get the turn. They start their movement. They get the point. Clinical.
See some Gangrene players on the side. Excited to get on.
Cookies just seem to have dropped their heads a little bit. Dropped in energy, maybe.
I think perhaps when that momentum shift with that early little comeback that they had after that Gangrene sort of saying no for the next couple of points has really shut them down. Seeing a lot of different cookie flavors on the back of their shirts. There's squiggles, milk and cookies, and we've got some raw cookie dough.
Not to everyone's taste, necessarily.
What's your
My
favorite
favorite cookie name on the shirt is still Shortbread, just because the player is short and I think it's funny. You got to own it sometimes.
You do. Oh, as someone who is not that vertically gifted, I agree. Taylor
Even
wants to
Taylor
send
winds up.
Oh,
Doesn't come though.
that's a big fake. Cardi Squire's not sold. Great undercut there. Humphreys sends it. Oh yes, who's they going to? Oh, Rory
Coxel Bogecki.
Reads it.
And we've got Emma Doyle heading down to handle with Christy Cardi Squires.
Clark looking downfield. Swings. Swings again to Doyle. Oh, swings back. There's a lot of dynamic handler movement here from Gangrene against this zone. Taking smart space. And uncharacteristic drop from Christy Cardi Squires. Perhaps if he'd gone with one hand, he would have caught it. He is known for his spicy one-handed catches.
Luke Humphreys picking up.
Oh, Begur is asking for
Over
it.
the top.
Oh, what a layup!
And he has it.
Number 30?
Number 30, Jackson Tan, dives, keeps the disc up.
Ooh, what a snag.
Was
Someone
certain-
call Bunnings. There's
was-
a sausage sale.
It was certainly a cheeky throw from Humphreys going over the top, and the wind really pushed it down.
Hops up with
Here
the
we
disc
go,
in
we'll
hand.
see it again. Over the top, drops.
Was that a scuba?
I don't...
Was it?
I don't think so. I think it just went over the top.
I
could be
need
wrong.
Glasses. But fun ultimate to see, and excellent to see Cookies come back and score downwind. Let's see if they can do it again upwind.
11-6.
Lady matchup point. It looks like we might have Tierney pulling. Yep. Hand is up.
Mallory Tierney.
Looking for a hand from
Gangrene.
Gangrene.
There it is.
Sends it. It's going to roll over a little bit, just a little bit over half.
Humphreys, no, not Humphreys.
Number 13. On the mark in Cookie's zone.
Sam Penfold.
With 10.
He's been working hard this game. He's got a few Ds.
Over the top. Ooh! Oh, that went through so many different receivers downfield. Mikey Stewart, though, cleans it up.
Back to Cardi Squires.
To Lynch. Looking downfield. She got a little bit on the zone eyes.
It's a good mark by Penfold, stopping it going back. But they can't stop Christy Cardi Squires in the corner of the zone.
With his characteristic holler as he scores. Does a little spike. Love to see the celebration. Gangrene have been favouring that high side corner and on the right side of the field for scoring. They've scored a lot of points there.
They have, I think. I think they're also been very disciplined about it. They've been making sure they've got kind of only 1 or 2 people in that place, making sure there's space to throw the disc there.
And that's just smart ultimate. Hard to score points when you've got too many defense in the area.
Cookies taking their time getting to the line. Only 6 on. Oh, there we go. There comes 7.
We're 76 minutes into this game, and it is incredibly hot out there. It's windy. Everyone's been working really, really hard. So you can see in terms of energy levels, they might be flagging a little bit. Steph Lynch with the pull for Gangrene.
Now I think that means soft cap has gone. Oh, not that it matters. It's going to be games 13.
Sends it. Nice pull from Steph Lynch.
Because of the points cap.
Humphreys to pick up.
Austin Clark there.
Zone has been called, but I don't think it is a zone. Oh, this is a pull play for
and
sure.
And he puts it.
Sends it to Lang. Come on, buddy.
Lang's
Oh, no. Mild misread there. Jumps just at the wrong time. Doesn't quite manage to take it. Doesn't get a second nibble either.
What a put, though, by Eugene Lowe.
Oh, just misses it. Tries to go again, but just out of
into Mauer Mounties, who are warming up for their final.
Clark with the disc, walking it up to the front. Again, we've got Lang. Who else is in that little cup?
Ruby Jang in the cup. She's been there a lot, really putting in lots of work here.
It's tough being in the cup. You often don't see a lot of the glory, but you're doing a lot of the work. There's heaps of running.
And she's been in it most of the game. Hats off to her.
Oh, a little nibble
Great
at that.
flow.
Oh, and another. This is Austin Clark with the cheeky. Oh.
Finds Lynch on the side.
Gangrene at the moment just showing how much they do play together. This is a little bit
Scuba.
disgusting. Clark. Just some cheeky, cheeky stuff.
Beautiful thread through to Halliday.
Oh! Nice bid from Chow, but
And it's
not
Halliday
enough.
again.
Halliday's looking.
She's had good position in the zone.
Horner's looking. Oh, right through the middle to Steph Lynch in front of the zone. Prime position, but may need to swing. Sends it to McKevitt, who tries to jump it in and just comes out of his hands. Disc over zone. Humphreys fakes at hip height, goes over the top.
Low looks for it deep.
Oh, they want to send
Finds
it.
the under.
Lang
That's Lang.
sends
He
it with the
puts
forehand.
it.
That's huge. Oh, that's a fast disc. Humphreys, while being a fast man, is not quite that fast. Unhappy with that outcome, but ready to play defense again. And I think this is a little bit of deja vu. Humphreys being sent long for a disc and having to jog himself all the way back to the deep to play deep in the zone. Working very, very hard as Mr. Luke Humphreys. Clark picking up. Horner's coming back to handle with him. Lynch is there as well.
Guy on Lang on the mark for cookies.
It's Lang, Jang, and
27.
Santalan.
Santalan. Oh, and there we go.
Oh.
There was a piece on that disc. Was it up or down?
Might get a replay. Here we go. Let's have a look. Oh!
Gets a hand to
Oh,
it.
that's so difficult to call.
And look,
So
we've got
difficult to
Cookies
call.
coming up to the box to have a look at the replay. Sean Johnson.
So difficult to
taking-
call from this angle. Can't tell if that trailing edge was touching grass, because if it's touching grass, despite the fact that it may not be touching the actual ground, it is considered down.
Sean
Tough call to make.
Johnson, having had a look at the replay, he's on the sideline, but he's trying to talk to the teams. Now he's got all of Gangrene on the sideline having a discussion. It's called up on the field.
Fair play from Cookies. Ashford catches. Movement is going quickly through Gangrene.
Little high, not
Ashford.
a problem for
Oh,
Horner.
great take.
Oh, she
but was
looks like
she-
she's out.
Oh, it could
She's on
honestly,
the
I
line
think,
with
yeah.
her pivot foot, and I think her other foot landed out too.
I think she might have landed on the line.
I think she landed on the line too.
Let's.
Yeah, it looks like she was on the line. Lots of Gangrene on the sideline offering an opinion.
Becca Lynch calling it out. Ashford accepting the call. Oh,
Bit of discussion. Always good to see sideline perspective being sought and fair play by all players.
someone's going long. Looks like Santalan.
Humphreys with the disc.
Sends it! That's a massive
huge. It's
forehand
rolling
blade.
in. Oh, slips through the hands of Lang.
Oh my gosh, what a lot of edge on that disc. That was a tough disc for anyone to grab.
Absolutely, when it's coming down fast
this.
at you.
Look at that. Absolute bullet would have been pushed down at a great rate of knots.
And now Lang goes to work as the mark in the zone.
Clark to Lynch. His point's turning into...
Oh!
Horner with an uncharacteristic drop just comes out of his hands. We've got Humphreys
Cookies
picking
right
up.
on their end zone line.
Humphreys looking for a quick score. Throws a low release. Oh,
And
beautiful.
there we go, Ruby Jang.
Oh my gosh, rewarded. Rewarded for all the hard work in the zone. Scores.
She was just in acres of space. Jenny Ling was there as well. And a nice cross-field put.
Low release forehand from Luke Humphreys to score. Beautiful stuff.
Here we go. Here comes some energy from the Cookies. It's 12-7.
Cookies maybe thinking about taking a run at making a comeback. Let's hope
Exactly.
we can
Game to
see.
13. They can't afford any mistakes.
It's a tough position to be in.
But fantastic to see the team with their heads up, wanting to fight until the end. Let's see it again. Just a really solid throw across to Ruby Jang, who was unmarked. Ethan Taylor pulling for Cookies. And we've got a hand from Gangrene. They're ready to go.
And it's a roller. He sends it down the field at a great rate of knots. That's going to slide right out the sideline. Beautiful stuff. What a pull.
And
Smith
here
bringing
we
it
go.
in. Austin Clark pointing out
We're
where
seeing
across
that
the line it
zone
went.
again.
They are trapping it. I think this has been the plan all along.
Goes high.
Oh no! Right
and
over the top.
Cardi
Chrissy
Squires.
goes up with one hand in a very uncharacteristic one-handed drop from Mr. Cardi Squires.
That
What
was
were
a
they looking
good
for?
mark by Shanti Padai.
Beautiful. Oh, right over the
It's
top.
high.
Oh, what a take! Cookies with the comeback. Let's see it.
I think that was Priscilla Yu with the catch. I can't see her number. I can't know for sure.
Here we go. Smith with just a little over the top. Just bobbles out of Cardi Squire's hands. And then here we go. 31 sees Sees the person in space, so much time. Reads it beautifully.
No one near her.
Calm take, even in the pressure, even in the wind. Beautiful stuff. Cookie's looking a bit
31,
fiery.
that was Dylan Lee putting it. Really good noticing the space. Sean Johnson with the pull.
I feel like
Gangrene are going to have to clamp down on Cookies. They can't afford any more drops or fumbles. I'm sure they want to put this game away. Lots of cheers on the sidelines. Cookies trying to hype up the 7 on field.
Big pull, that's got a lot of float. Delightful. Into the waiting hands of Austin Clark. Oh, makes Lynch lay out for it though. On a bit of the down, I feel like there's just a little bit of tired brains getting involved here. Some uncharacteristic errors from Gangrene. It's not something that we've seen from them in the first half of the game. Moving high side again. Clark's looking downfield. Back to low side. Lynch to Lynch.
On the low side, are they going to trap them there? It looks like it. Gangrene, though, broken out of it. Easily to high
floaty one
side.
to Smith, who takes it without issue. Tierney, though, looking to get a D there, getting involved.
Ooh!
Puts it in front of VB. Van Bergen scoops
A
it
little
to Clark.
scuba.
Sends it downfield to Lynch. Secures it. Clark again. He's been instrumental in the upwind offense lines, I feel.
Smith.
Doing a lot of work.
Very patient from these handlers.
Gangrene's upwind handler line has just been a masterclass, honestly, in playing against his own in the wind. And they've just been so consistent up until these last couple of points where Cookies have been trying to...
Oh, it's low!
Oh! Huge
Bounces.
layout from Beetham, but just not enough to keep it in hand.
Here's Taylor. Is he going to bomb it?
Oh, come on, who's going?
No, swings. Dylan Lee.
I think the only reason he didn't bomb it was because nobody was going.
Dylan Lee signaling.
Oh, he wants to.
someone
He had a solid
Johnson.
think about it. Bear Gores is
Priscilla
calling for it.
Yu is in the deep, but she's got Becca Lynch in front of her now. He fakes. Cookies are just looking for that deep shot. Taylor gets it.
Big fakes. You've got to come under out of
Finds
that space if you want
Tierney.
to make it free.
Nice reset, getting it back to the middle of the field.
Low side again.
Johnson. He puts it.
Oh, Bear Gores catches that. Looking to send. No one to send it to, though. Taylor jinking.
Struggling to
though.
reset
Who
it.
is
Go,
that
Sean
ball?
Johnson.
Oh, no. Just out the sideline. That's going to be in the corner of death, though. Let's see if Cookie's zone can make it tough for Gangrene to get it upwind.
Can definitely see that Cookies are really wanting those long shots. They're not happy playing small ball. Looks like they're trapping. We've got number 99, Shanti Padai, on the mark.
He's been on the mark quite a bit.
B. Gorez and Sheeman Lee.
Oh,
And
just
it
in
goes
front
to
of Smith.
ground.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go. This could be a point for Cookies if they keep calm.
Ethan, as ever, the calming influence on field, is slowly walking himself up to the disc,
Looks
giving
like
his time,
Johnson's to pick up though.
giving the team time to set up. We see Tierney making a cut.
Dylan Lee.
What a grab! What great feet! Gangrene call it in, and that's high fives all around. Van Bergen and
Tough.
Lee high-fiving each other as he walks away with the point.
Tough Cookies keeping fighting.
Showing just how tough they are, honestly, and we love to see it.
We'll see it again. Oh no, this is the Steph's bid from earlier.
Oh, just...
Oh,
Come
well,
on, don't do
gotta
it
look
like
good
that,
on
Austin.
camera.
Oh, I feel like it might just be some tired legs and tired brains at the moment. Gangrene just need to keep focusing if they want to close this one out. Cookie's getting their tails up a little bit. It's going to be tough going in the upwind direction on defense, though, if they want to keep putting the pressure on Gangrene.
Exactly, and with the swirly wind, that's also mentally tiring. You've got to think about every disc.
every disc, every pass, every catch, and they're really both teams are showing how maybe losing a bit of focus at different points of the game can cost you a little bit. But it is a very tiring game.
Yeah. Priscilla Yu with the pull by the looks of it.
Here we go.
Hand up
is
from Gangrene.
And it's up. It's huge. Sneaking over halfway.
It's going to be on the sideline. Cookies might look to trap this. We've got Sam
Surely.
Penfold on the mark.
Jang is in the zone.
Oh, sends it backwards.
Beat
Stops
them.
them going across.
Beat them to Lynch. Jang doing work behind that.
It's high, it's floating.
Oh my gosh, hello.
This comeback. Now, who was
That
that?
was number 11.
Number 11, Richie Lee. What
Richie
a D.
Lee, let's go, my guy. Oh no.
No.
Oh my guy, don't get your head
Huge
down.
and
Chase
low.
that man to the zone. Chase that man. McKinnon
it's
sends
up.
it anyway. That's right. We say chase that man. Oh, this is going to be.
Van Bergen.
Oh. Ooh. Foul called. And it is uncontested. But unsure if it's a strip or a foul, actually. If it is a strip and it is uncontested, it is a point. If it is a foul and it's uncontested, it will not be a point. He will walk it up to the front line, and Gangrene will have to continue playing offense.
Looks like based on the little tiny monitor I have here. Oh, they've called it as a foul.
It is a foul rather than a strip. Doyle is streaking for this zone. Usually in the handler space, she wants the disc.
Cookie's really going to have to fight here if they want to have any chance.
Bits from everyone.
But
Between two defenders, and that
it's
looks
called
like that's
in.
game. What a game!
Sam McKevitt with the last point.
What a game.
What an exciting 5th-6th playoff. Tough Cookies almost making a comeback in that second half.
Gangrene just losing that little bit of focus, and Cookies putting on the pressure to show that it will cost them if they underestimate the Cookies. But Gangrene puts it away right at the end. That was a spectacular read from JVB right there. Honestly, interesting, because it looked like he sort of had it and then it came out of his hands.
Yeah.
So
Doesn't matter now though. Gangrene have got themselves the win, secured themselves 5th place. Now lining up to take to the field, we've got Mao and Mounties, who will be playing AUUC Flow in the final. So stay tuned for that.
I think not quite the final that some people expected to see, but how exciting that these teams have put in so much work and have come out on top. Can't wait to see players that we perhaps haven't seen in finals before. It's going to be exciting, and it's going to be just a really, really good game. So tune in once more very, very soon.
Thanks so much for watching. Keep an eye out for the final and the results.
Thank you all so much, and Mate wa.